Okay, say something, Anthony.
Hello.
This is a Big Down production and Jerry Green Gospel Sports Talk. And we're here in the house today, ready to rock and roll. To my left here, I have Dr. Jerry Green here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? We ready to do our thing?
And to my right, I have the legendary Austin here.
It's a beautiful day, y'all. It's a beautiful day. That was cowboy time.
And our number one navigator here, Larry Pearson.
What's up, Larry?
Sports Talk.
Yeah.
All the way from Kansas City.
All right. And I love to see Henry when he wears Jag shirt, you know.
This is
Florida, who, you know, instead of the Dallas stuff, you know, now you want to jump on Philly.
Yeah, Dallas might win now,
I'd
man.
love to see him wearing the Jag shirt, though.
I didn't want to say.
Hey, this is a top golf Jacksonville shirt. This is a top golf.
All right. And every moment moves when Kendall Tyson's in the house. What's up?
Hey, what's happening, gentlemen?
Don't stop for a minute. Don't stop for a minute.
And we have another legendary sportcaster here. Again, that sports article. What's the name of that sports article? Just a newsletter. All right, I'm gonna get that right next time. Jerry Green newsletter. Everybody we all got to get on board, be checking out that newsletter because yes.
Listen, that newsletter is amazing. I read it all the time, especially this month. It is so compact. That newsletter has so much in it. It's serious.
I know when you take a break on that truck, I know you got plenty of reading there, don't you?
I like reading.
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, how are you guys? Can you hear me okay?
All right.
Yeah, we're good now, Anthony. We're good. We're good. All right, so I know we got ready to get started to rock and roll here. But I know, Larry, like you starting with football or basketball? Let me ask you.
We're gonna start with football.
All right, then let's go for this little one question here on basketball. You know what I mean? LeBron James, ESPN reported that nearly a deal on a behind-the-scenes documentary series similar to Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. What do we think about that?
It's due. We need to see it.
No,
It's a good idea.
I don't think he should release it until he retires.
Right. I don't think. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And it's kind of ironic. The same people that have been beating him up since day one now want to do a documentary with him. And I just, I'm like you guys. I would wait till after I was done with my career because, once it comes out, they're gonna try to make an example of him. Unfortunately.
Well, they're close to reaching the deal. It could take 2 years to come out.
Yeah.
It's just talking about the deal.
Yeah.
In the meantime, he needs to concentrate on those 6 rings in my book.
But you got to remember something. Michael Jordan came out 20 years after, all right? The documentary was already put together. But he waited. They already had the footage. They already had everything they needed. But they waited till LeBron won that 2016 championship.
They say it's time, boy.
Then they put it out. That was 20 years after Michael retired, basically.
We said they got nervous.
They got nervous. So they can put LeBron doctor series together now, but that might not come out another 10 years from now. We don't know.
Or after he get his 6th ring.
Hey, you better wait.
He might not gonna wait.
All right, Larry, we're going to let you take over now with some football.
I want Larry to respond on that too, though. Larry.
All right, Larry.
About the documentary. What you think?
I think the documentary will be due. It's not due now. I think it shouldn't have been discussed before he retired, but it's something in the works. I think it's really going to be good. And right now, we don't know what exactly it's going to say. If he wins another championship, will that put him over the GOAT status? You know what I'm saying? So we have no idea how big that's going to be until after he retires.
I'll tell you how big it's going to be. LeBron James, the chosen one in high school. All right? I mean, his games on ESPN, high school. So he went back as far as his high school career.
He's going all the way back.
So I'm saying, that's how big it's going to be because He was the only one came in the league with King James. Yeah, he had 2 titles, the chosen one, and he lived up to every height put out there. Okay, he lived up each one, and he went
Exceeded all
exceeded all
expectations.
this, and he went from Cleveland to Miami, he got 2, and he went to Cleveland to 1 for the land. With the letter that Dan Gilbert wrote about him, he still went back and 1 for the land. Then went to LA, right, when they was in the drought, he won the championship for them. Now, we don't know about what happened in Philly. That's how big it's going to be. Like I'm talking, he's an all-time leading scorer, and he's about broke every record you would think of. So that's how big it's going to be. LeBron got a story right now that's bigger than life right now. Okay?
What do you think, Henry? Did you get to chime in on this?
And no, I think it'd be great. It's just they're probably going to do it after because he only playing 2 more years, and he either going to win his 5th or 6th championship ring, and then they'll put it all together. I think I'm looking forward to it. It'd be nice.
I
Well,
think it's going to be amazing. I think LeBron James as being the highest rated, hyped high school baller in the history of the NBA and not going to college is considered the smartest player to ever play the game. Whenever you think about LeBron James, you always think about LeBron James will make what? The best play. We say Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, they'll hit the last shot. But LeBron James literally plays the game the way we would want to teach our kids how to play the game. That when the game is on the line, make the best play. Now, Jordan won championships by what? Passing it to Paxson or passing it to Kerr. So I just think that this documentary will probably cement him in the eyes of more people than we can imagine as being the greatest of all time. Because when he leaves, he'll have more points than anybody ever. He'll have 15,000 points, 15,000 rebounds, 15,000 assists, and no one else has ever gotten 10,000 and 10,000. The possibility exists that we're literally going to be like the next 2 years, we're literally going to be looking at Knicks Philly finals. Can you imagine how the East Coast is going to rock? I think he made a pretty good move by coming over here because he wasn't doing anything unless he was going to San Antonio. Because San Antonio and Houston, OKC, are going to have an unlock on the West. I think this thing is due. He had a high school special. It came on TV. It was really good. And I think it will probably be the most watched basketball documentary ever.
all right, Kendall, are you ready to cross over now?
Yes, sir. No.
Almost
Oh
had
yeah, you
you
see
there.
that? I'm so used to being I'm so used to
Almost
being a
had you there.
bandwagon jumper. I
That's all
just
right.
jumped.
You still got a little time left. You know,
I
he
got time.
still got
Well,
2
listen,
races.
I think, but here's the thing. I think for the NBA, it's got really exciting, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking about the back in the day. I'm equating this to like the Lakers and the Celtics. There was a time in the 80s until Detroit broke through that, the world was watching basketball. And I think when you look on Wembanyama, he's got 10 of his players with him in France, and they're all practicing right now. You see that on television? And then you got OKC, they're practicing. I think OKC and San Antonio are hungry in the West, and I think with Wembanyama and SGA going for a 3rd straight MVP, I think they're the show in the West. I think that LeBron leaving there, there's no competition. These guys can show out. Now we got the Knicks winning after 50 some odd years, and LeBron in Philly with what did Kevin Durant say? He got 4 or 5 25-point scores. I think it's an exciting time for the NBA right now. I think it's very exciting.
Great. Let me know when you cross over. Hey, Bruce,
All
I
right.
want to know why you said it's not a good time to come out with the movie.
No, I'm not saying it's not a good time, but it's something like that seems like something that he should be able to lay back and watch after he retired.
Yeah.
It just don't seem right that you put out a documentary and you're still playing. This is big different than the Space Jam.
Right, no,
This is supposed to be a documentary, supposed to be your whole life story. That's when you're supposed to be finished. When you put out a documentary about your life story, your life story ain't over if you're still playing.
I don't disagree. But the only reason I say Michael came out with it, first of all, it was a pandemic. Wasn't no sports going on. Nothing going on. We was all stuck in the house. We couldn't go nowhere. So they came to Mike after 20 years now. Mike, I think he did good. And Plus, LeBron James was making noise. He was knocking on the door. I think it's a good time to come out.
Yeah, but you know why they?
But it wasn't for that. That might not even never came out. And look at their enemies that might got out of that documentary. Scottie Pippen was mad. Gary Payton was mad. Clyde Drexler was mad. Everybody was mad at him. Isaiah Thomas was mad because he called him an a-hole.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? You know why they released it, right? Because they didn't know if LeBron was getting ready to retire or what. And if he retired, they knew he was gonna put out a documentary. So they said, look, LeBron, we don't know if he's gonna play one more year, but we better get this out now because we know all the big people, the media and everybody, like I said, ESPN hooked up with him. Look, man, let's get you a documentary right.
Right.
Jordan definitely didn't want to put out Apple.
Right.
You know,
There's a question I wanted to, is it LeBron's company that's putting together this documentary, or is it ESPN? Because I think that's going to make a big difference.
Partnership, but I'm quite sure that they're going to be partners with his studio.
So James and ESPN are reportedly near a deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's nowhere in the world they're going with him having his own thing. They're going to let ESPN get all the credit.
The only other time I remember them doing something on the active player was when Spike Lee did something on Kobe back in the day. But it was more. It wasn't really. It was just more about his on the court stuff and getting together and all the other stuff. It wasn't really looking back at his life. A lot of it's going to depend on which direction they go with this. Are they going to do it on his first year in Philly? Is it going to be a lifetime thing like the Last Dance? A lot of that's going to be, a lot of that's going to have to dictate as to which direction they're going to go with this.
Yeah, but know what I wanted to say, but y'all were talking about what he did on the court. I wanted to just mention his business sense off the court. Now here's a man that never went to college, and he became a billionaire while playing because he brought 2 or 3 brothers and backed them.
Yeah.
And they all are successful. When he got rich, Paul, all of the agents that went to court to try to keep him from being an agent because he didn't have no college background.
Yeah.
And the judges threw it out.
Right.
And this guy right now, you don't even hear them mention them big time agents no more.
No. And Maverick, how about Maverick, his TV guy?
And Maverick Carter, he's in charge of the studio with the movies and stuff.
Right.
You know? So and they never look back, and I can't think of not one businessman that brought a couple of his boys with him and put them on the business like that, and they thrive like this.
And Anthony,
You know
I'll
what I
tell you
mean?
one thing. Now, they had a documentary on Kareem that LeBron James produced too. They had a nice documentary on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And so at the end it says LeBron James. I was really shocked.
He's had a bunch. I don't remember them off the top. There's been a couple of movies, and documentaries. So he's been, because if you remember when he originally went to LA, people they said, oh, he's not going to LA to win. He's going there just to booster up his movie standard. But no, of course he wanted to win. He's won everywhere he's been.
But you know what, though, Em? If you notice, LeBron never even mentioned a Maverick Carter. You know what I mean? That means this guy is doing his job, man.
That's right.
You know, anybody else, somebody somewhere got some kind of complaint. Oh, he got him doing this. He ain't making no. Nobody never even mentioned this guy. That means
and you know, Bruce, I just wanted to say on that, them 2 guys, they had good heads on their shoulders. Because, like you said, a lot of times, some people hang around, the people that hang around with someone be knuckleheads.
You're not
you
the
can't
right
do nothing with them.
But
them guys had good heads, man.
They had good brains. See, that make LeBron even smarter.
Yeah.
He didn't back nobody that could be stupid. Just to say, give you something. You know what I mean? You my boy, let me throw you a little something. No. he made sure they was worthy of it and knew what they was doing.
And one final thing I want to say too, when LeBron made a statement, Larry, about when his son and himself was on the court at the same time, he said his mother could say that she saw his son and grandson on the court at the same time. How many people can say that? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, really think about it. If my mother saw me and my son on the court together or doing something together, she would be proud.
Oh yeah.
And those are the
Here's
things.
the most. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The most important fact that you'll know, you look it up yourself, especially in Cleveland, started his own school, and LeBron has expensed the education for more college students than any NBA player ever.
And the parents.
Yeah.
And the parents. He made sure that the parents that didn't have no education, they could go to the same school, but at night.
You should see what he does in the community. It's outstanding. He literally.
Injury will be bigger than The Last Dance, because even they can take that letter that Dan Gilbert wrote about him, and he said, "Well, I guarantee you that Cleveland will win a championship before the so-called king." And he had to eat his own words. And LeBron won 2, then can't make it 1-1 for him.
Yeah, but they won at the same time.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So they'll anyway.
That's how big that documentary will be, even if we put out right now. That will seal his legacy right there, because now people get a chance to see the 23 years of LeBron James, and not even include high school. Put the high school in there and all that.
Yeah,
nobody had a better career than that.
Nobody.
Then Michael gonna say, that's why I didn't pick him in my 5. That's why.
Go ahead, Larry. Larry want to hear that. Larry want to move on. Go ahead, Larry.
Now the fact is, LeBron's not finished. Before he finished, he's gonna buy a team. That's his main. That's his main objective.
Let me bring that up. He's gonna invest in Philly. Watch.
That's his main objective, going to Philly.
They're looking at him being either the owner of the new Vegas team or whenever that Seattle team gets, because they're both coming in.
Well, Seattle's coming out. And the Cleveland team. They got a Cleveland Sirens team for the WNBA.
That's the WNBA. But no, he's probably, they're looking at him to be the owner for one of those for the 2 new NBA teams when they come out within the next 2 years. So, you know.
I talked to Dan Gilbert. He said he's gonna sell his team to LeBron.
He's gonna own part of Philly. Y'all heard it right here first. He's going to Philly because he's gonna own part of Philly too. You watch. He's gonna be like Magic. He's gonna have his hand in all of it.
Listen, I know we're talking about basketball. I know we're talking about football. But don't we know what the hottest thing that's going on right now in the WNBA? Do you know what's going on the WNBA now? Are you seeing this, Anthony? Are you seeing this?
Oh,
did you see that fever?
Sylvia Miles.
Oh my, Olivia Miles.
Olivia Miles. I'm sorry.
Are you serious? Will she be the first player since Wes Unseld to get the MVP and the Rookie of the Year? Are you seeing Caitlin Clark and her backcourt mate?
I think Candace Parker was the first.
Candace Parker.
Oh yeah, Candace Parker. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
She got Rookie of the Year and MVP and everything.
Yeah. Well, Minnesota's got the best record, and she's already broken a bunch of
Maya Moore's records.
Yeah, she's already, and of course that's Miles. That's Maya's former team in Minnesota. Yeah, she's having, the put it this way, the hype is for Caitlin Clark, but the real deal is Miss Miles. It's
Olivia Miles. Yeah, listen, she is the truth.
They did it all without fee now.
Yeah. Now listen. Now Fee's back, and Fee got herself 10 and 15. She looking good out there too. They're looking good.
Oh yeah. All right, go ahead, Larry. Let's do the football, man. Go ahead. I know you waiting. You're a football man.
Yeah, let's finish up with this basketball because they are looking good. I've been watching them, and everybody says Caitlin Clark gonna pull up and win it, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
she's not even the best player on her team.
They're at number 5 right now, but they're not gonna win it.
No.
Yeah, but every team every year that she's been drafted and there's been another class come in, they all put pressure on her because Fajay Johnson, she playing good too for Seattle now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got a few rookie girls that's not getting that recognition. Look at the girl that didn't get drafted for Chicago, Taylor.
Yeah.
She didn't even get drafted. She went overseas and played to get better. And this is her rookie year. She averaged something like 28 points for Chicago.
Not to mention Fudd.
She made a big shot overnight to beat the Aces.
Fudd has slipped in nicely with Dallas. Although they're struggling, they're probably not going to get in. But yeah, there's a for a year that almost got canceled because of a possible strike. This has been one of the better years, and it's been working out perfectly for them because this is the 30th anniversary. They've had a chance to give back. They set a record. They actually drew more for their All-Star game than the NBA did. I think that's the first time that's ever happened. So then the WNBA is on. If you separate all the politicalized stuff on the court, it's been great. It's been
Angel Reese, double machine.
And you know what?
Atlanta looking good. They won 5 or 7 straight games.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what topped it off when they had the All-Star game at the Presidential Center.
Yeah.
That topped it off.
And had a little girl dunking. Yeah, they got down, man.
All right, Larry.
Okay. Hey, one more question about the WNBA. The commissioner, she's getting ready to lose her job, but she's losing it because of different reasons. She was promoting the NBA, WNBA, getting the money in, but she wasn't really communicating with the players. And when the players thought she was just on their side, so they said it's probably her last year. What do you think about that?
I'm anxious to see who they're going to bring in because they've always gotten someone who's worked through the NBA office, and a lot of she was almost pushed to the side during the whole negotiations because the players union basically was like she was holding up a lot of things, and they compromised and was able to get the deal. You just hope that you bring in somebody that's not going to stop the momentum because the new CBA now I think is for 4 years. They've got this nice TV contract as well. I'm not sure how the ratings have been this year, but if they are going to can her, you want to get somebody that's going to have the vision of the league because they're rising now. You don't want to bring in somebody that's gonna take them back, especially you got 2 more teams coming in the next 2 years as well. So yeah, they got to get the right person so they don't lose any momentum.
Well, I think the right person is Renee Montgomery.
Yeah.
But she's part owner of Atlanta,
I think that's the right person. Renee Montgomery. Swing Cash has been over at the Pelicans. Yeah, absolutely.
They got a few girls that's capable.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand much what was going on, but I know all the players talk bad about him.
Oh, yeah.
They was all talking bad about it. I caught that part.
Yeah, but like Al said, she was holding a lot of stuff up during negotiations.
Yeah.
But she was a scapegoat though, and she was in the middle of the talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was trying to go work on both sides.
Yeah.
And when you work both sides, you make everybody mad. So
yeah,
that's the thing.
The thing about it, the players wasn't scared to speak up. That's how I even know about it because I heard it through them.
Oh yeah. Well, they've been the one thing that the players for the WNBA is they haven't been shy when it comes to like social issues and what have you. And again, it wasn't like, look, they already know that to a certain extent they're not going to be able to make the same kind of money as NBA players, but all they ever said was, pay us. They had even come up with the T-shirts, pay us our worth, and they hung out long enough and they got it. Oh yeah,
a healthy raise.
Yep.
The top player get what, $1 million and a quarter.
Yeah. Adrian Wilson's contract. It's not one of the NBA, but she's making good money.
Yeah.
She's not having to hang out on the streets of Vegas saying we'll play hoops for food. Let's just put it that way.
But now, you have to ask yourself, after Carmella, I really consider this. Are the women going to have to pay everywhere they go? They're going to have to pay taxes too?
Probably.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they do.
It sounded good, but Carmella he broke it down real nice, and I got good understanding after that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The state you playing, you got to pay tax.
So when you say $1 million, that can really go fast. He used 10 million as an example, and it was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give them a break. I mean, they're not gonna kill them. You know what I mean? It's not that
you're gonna pay whatever the tax is.
Yeah.
Break.
Yeah, but they put them in a different bracket.
A higher bracket. We'll see.
I'm talking about from state to state.
Yeah, you have to pay from state to state if you're an NBA player.
Yeah.
WNBA depends.
He said they're gonna get a break, but I don't think they're gonna get a break.
They don't get no break.
The state deals with it,
That's what they go by.
Yeah, but don't forget, some states don't have income tax.
Well, that's why LeBron James went to Miami for those 4 years. And although Dwayne Wade took a pay cut, he didn't get anything cut. They didn't have no state income tax. So he was getting
No, I think about, I forgot how many, but still, you got more paying tax than non-paying. That's for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, there's a couple states that ain't got no tax.
The biggest one is Cali because they have the highest. You heard that story during the Super Bowl when Sam Darnold basically took $1 million hit for playing in the Super Bowl, even though he was the MVP of the game. I'm sorry, or even though he was a Pro Bowler. But and with the other sports where a lot of these guys make their money also is with endorsements and the jersey sales and all that other stuff.
Sneaker deals.
Yeah. Like Angel Reese just came out. I think it was that Mattel has their own Angel Reese Barbie doll now.
Yeah.
She has a endorsement with Reese's Pieces cereal. So the top name folks are able to make a couple bucks.
And she did that thing with Me Bounds, copyrighted Me Bounds for rebounds.
Yeah.
Shaq made her the ambassador for Reebok,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shaq has had her under her wing since LSU.
Endorsed by McDonald's. She got Reese's Pieces. She got Mattel.
But as soon as she's gonna be with Shaq and they're gonna be doing the Greco commercial.
She got her own sneakers.
Yeah.
Don't forget Victoria's Secret.
She was the first ever to walk to Victoria's Secret. Yeah.
All right, so we get back to sports real quick. Come on, lad.
Okay. Hey, we are going to football. Baker Mayfield. Did Baker Mayfield lose his mind? He just signed a 3-year contract. Now he's getting on TV saying they're not giving him what he wants, and it's only going to get worse from here. Now he's still on the contract for 2 more years, and he coming and talking like that. That might just go sour for him. What you think? What you hear about that, Anthony?
Baker has Baker's ego. The only thing bigger than Baker's head is his ego. I mean, he's a good quarterback. I'm not going to say he's a terrible quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but he wants to be paid, like amongst the top quarterbacks in the league. And I'm sorry, you won 1 playoff game. Yeah, you won the division, but he's not an elite quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but he's not an elite quarterback. I look at somebody like a Jalen Hurts who's been to 2 Super Bowls. He should make more money than him. There's plenty of guys, and he's bearing. Let's put it this way. I think he's bearing the more he talks, the more he's burying himself. And the way the league is, especially in the quarterback situation, if I forget who their backup is right now off the top of my head, but he has to remember you're 1 hit away from working at ESPN. That's what a lot, so he needs to, have a little reality check, at least to me.
Slow down a little bit.
take a pause for the cause.
Literally.
Okay, Kendall, what you think?
Well, I think Baker Mayfield is shooting himself in the foot, but he's probably signing the contract to get in shape. There's a very, very, very interesting record on the holdout situation. I think Baker Mayfield is taking the best of both. I mean, the lesser of two evils. Say he's going to sign the contract whether he likes it, he doesn't like it, but he wants to get in camp because he's older and he wants to get in shape. Had he held out for the big money, and got hurt, there's no guarantee in football. So I thought it was smart on that end, in which took some money, got a family. You watch him on Netflix, a series called Quarterback. And but now, biting the hand that feeds you, that's never a good idea. He could have done a lot of things on the back end. I mean, got a lot of games out here, got a lot of ways to make a lot of money. I mean, they know they could be in collusion against him. You got to watch out. The NFL, them guys don't play around. There's a lot of players that should have been on rosters that are not playing.
Okay, Henry.
Yeah, I would say with Baker Mayfield, one of the things he has to consider, because he's in the state of Florida, he's not paying those state income tax. So compared to, I don't know how much some of the other players that play in New York or California, how much, or Chicago, how much, like Illinois, how much their income taxes get out of that. So I don't know how much Tampa's paying them, but that's one of the things he would have to consider.
Yeah.
That's just my take, because he keeps most of his check. I don't know if he lives in Florida, but as far as there's no state income tax, on his coming out of his check.
He making around 25 million a year, but he says if he don't get a new contract, it's only gonna get worse. And saying stuff like that is just totally foolish. In the studio, go ahead.
Good, Bruce.
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere he said that he worth more than 50 million.
What do you think?
I think he heard somewhere where he was saying that, look, they don't want to pay me on work. I could have sworn he said 50 million. Or you say he making 25 million now?
He's making 25, but he said he don't want to play with that.
But maybe he was saying that he should be making 50.
So what is the average quarterback salary, Larry?
Oh, it depends.
Pat Mahomes is doing 50 million.
The average good quarterback,
Yeah.
The quarterback just if you AK quarterback, you're about 30,000.
Yeah, 30 million.
30 million. But he was never at that level at all. He just started becoming good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
On the back end, yeah.
I remember back when Shannon Sharp was with Skip Bayless, man. He used to talk bad about Baker Mayfield. One time, real bad. Like, he shouldn't even be in the league.
Yeah, but he never got a good shot in Cleveland.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He didn't blow up.
But if they give you 25 million for you just to try to get there, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money.
I'll put tape over my mouth if they gave me 25 million.
That's right.
But look at him, like I said, in Florida, he don't pay no state taxes. So
I'd be in there mumbling, but I wouldn't be saying nothing.
All I know, if I was the owner, I would give him that GM and everybody and be trying to talk about how can we get rid of him.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, he gonna talk like that. He ain't bring us no championship.
Sure did.
He's the okay quarterback. He's not. He started going. You guys said he just started getting good. To me, he's still going downhill. So that's that's y'all opinion than mine. I think he ain't even. He's just good. That's all the way I always ever saw him. Not one of them top 10s. Right. Not none of that. He's doing good in Tampa Bay, but he was talking like that. I think he could be replaced myself. Easily.
Just remember, this is his fourth team of his career. So,
So he must be looking for a fifth talking like that.
I'd be scared.
Apparently.
You know what I mean? If he said it's gonna get worse, what are you gonna do? Overthrow everybody that's wide open?
Look, when I hear that kind of talk, I'll be giving, who else can we get? Who else is out there? Somebody coming out of the draft? go see what LeBron doing. Can he throw a football?
Look, everybody, you know, everybody and their mama, everybody and their mama wants to.
Got that right. Give me Shador then. Y'all don't want.
Everybody and their mama wants to draft Arch Manning next year, so he needs to, he needs a little reality check.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
but he
I'm
hasn't
not,
showed me nothing yet.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say that.
I agree. But see, teams will go get a younger guy just to be able to save the money, and they see getting a younger quarterback kills two birds with one stone. They
Yes.
save money, and it shuts Baker up too, because then he's going to be they say he ain't got to go home, but he got to get out of Tampa.
But there's a lot of teams that's putting Manning up there.
Yeah.
But
You know what I
ain't
mean?
sold on
And he ain't showed me nothing yet.
I'm not. Yeah. I like the kid from Ole Miss myself. Why can't I think of his name, the last name? But yeah, I like him a lot. I think he's going to be. I think he goes to the right situation. He can be a very, very good pro.
So I got a question then. I know most of us say, who's the best quarterback in the NFL right now? Pat Mahomes. He's still the
Pat
best.
Mahomes.
Dak Prescott.
I know you're gonna say that. He said that's like give me first.
Dak.
Yeah, they're the best
Dak
quarterback.
Prescott
Dak who?
Well,
with a capital P.
That who?
Who's the best quarterback ever?
I got Pat Mahomes being the best quarterback. I look at with Zay Flowers signing, and now that Lamar has him a running back and some good receivers. I think, everyone is going to say Josh. Everybody loves him for whatever reason. But I just think until you knock him off, I think Pat Mahomes.
Dickman Clark on the NFL.
What about you, Andy? Who's the best quarterback? Pat Mahomes.
Patrick and the Matt Stafford, as far as I think he got the
Absolutely.
prettiest pass, and I think he's the
Absolutely.
most
Matthew
accurate.
Stafford.
You got Matthew Stafford. He's the best
Matt
quarterback.
Stafford, old man.
Yeah, he might be old, but he can still throw that.
He got skills.
What about you, Anthony? Who's the best quarterback in the NFL football?
It's got to be Mahomes. I mean, 3 Super Bowl rings. I mean, he's lost more Super Bowls than some people have won that are currently playing now.
5 Super Bowl rings. But Terry Bradshaw, he's 4-0 in the Super Bowl, and they're gonna put him in the top 10.
But he only been to 4 though. He only been to 4.
So his highlights. He was good.
Yeah, but listen, with the odds, who you gonna pick? Bradshaw? I'm not forget all that. With the eye test, from watching both of them, who you gonna pick? Bradshaw or Mahomes?
No, I'm not saying that. No,
I'm asking
no,
you.
but he's saying about rings, and I'm saying, but Terry Bradshaw got 4 rings.
No, he said
Because
that
he got
Pat
4 rings.
Mahomes was the best.
Okay, so Jerry, who do you think is better than Mahomes currently right now?
Huh?
Who do you think is better than Mahomes right now?
The only one that I can think of is Matthew Stafford having a better year. But I can't think of anyone else better than Mahomes.
I'm going with Pat Mahomes. I think that's the
Pat
question.
Mahomes had a lot of injuries this year.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, if Matthew Stafford don't win it this year, let everybody go back to Mahomes. Because Matthew Stafford ain't gonna have no excuse for me if he don't win it this year.
You better.
I ain't buying none of that excuse.
No, wait the pastor come on. Wait the pastor come on. Wait the pastor come on.
He ain't got no excuses.
Wait the pastor come on. All right? He's out of town. He's out of town. Wait the pastor.
He ain't got no excuse. He got a perfect team. If he don't win it this year, hey.
Wait the pastor come on, Larry. Larry, wait the pastor come on next week. All right? Then we'll bring that up. All right?
We will.
All right, go ahead. I go with Pat Mahomes too.
There's no doubt about that.
But the only thing I'm just saying, Anthony, here's a man is 4-0 in the Super Bowl, and I saw his highlights. I watched his highlights.
I think Terry Bradshaw is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. I look at it like this. When they won those first 2 Super Bowls, they were more of a running team. When they won those last 2 Super Bowls, they became a passing team. And you have to. He was able to adjust in both. He was able to adjust in both instances. Now, I think it's kind of people always say, "Well, it's just the defense. It's just the defense." Look, your quarterback your quarterback has to adjust. They were more of a you had Franco. Now Franco and Rocky Blyer were there all 4 times, but
Right.
their whole offensive identity was changed in half of those 2 Super Bowls. And
But Lynn
it's like,
Swan and Stallworth, there was receivers out this world.
oh,
Yeah, but
absolutely. But see, but
Yeah, but he didn't throw an
and
interception like Dak Prescott would.
yeah,
watch
this
out,
again, you have to adjust. I mean, look at it
gotta
like
be
this.
man. You gotta be,
I look at it like this. You know, the Bulls won 6 titles in 8 years, and the first three-peat team was completely different from the second three-peat team.
Yeah.
Same thing with Bradshaw. They won 4 Super Bowls in 6 years. The first 2 teams were more of a running-oriented team. The second 2, when it was right after the time that they liberalized the passing game, so they adjusted to it. But the one constant was the defense. But still, you have to be a talented enough quarterback to be able to make that change, especially when you have the, I'm not going to hate on him for having the weapons. I think that's, it's easy to say, well, he had great receivers. Show me a quarterback. There's very few quarterbacks that don't have great receivers.
but if you win for a Super Bowl, I don't care what you think about it, but you got to give them some flowers.
Yeah, 4-0 too.
For sure.
I don't. It ain't like you made a mistake or got lucky and won one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
One credit.
That's okay. Right.
Yo, Terry Bradshaw's in my top 5.
Okay.
Tom Brady being the number 1. You got to go. Yeah, I'm going with Joe Montana, also winning 4, as the number 2. I am literally going to go. I'm going to say you got to put Peyton Manning and Pat Mahomes in there. You got 3. You got Peyton Manning winning for 2 different teams. And I'm literally putting. Huh?
Peyton Manning got 2.
2 different teams. I'm saying he won 2, but for 2 different teams.
2. And he could barely pass the ball.
No, but I'm saying like he has 2, but he's the only quarterback in NFL history to win for 2 different teams. He won 1 for Denver and he won 1 for Indianapolis. So I'm gonna go with Tom Brady. I gotta go with Joe Montana. I got Peyton Manning. I gotta go with Pat Mahomes, and I literally put Terry Bradshaw ahead of John Elway. I got Terry Bradshaw in my top 5.
You got Pat Mahomes at number 4.
Listen.
Well, I got Pat Mahomes in there. I mean, in there.
I got him right behind.
I got him in number 2 or 3 now. Yeah, you're right.
But remember,
I don't know.
Mahomes
He's in there, man. He's in there.
Mahomes is still playing, so he could.
He's still playing. Yeah. So
let's always stick with the question. This is what we always do. We always go backwards. We always this one and that. The question was really for today.
Right.
Who's the best quarterback today? Let's not go back. Let's not talk about the range.
Pat Mahomes.
Let's stay on the subject for once.
Right.
Who's the best quarterback for today in your mind? You already said Pat Mahomes, Kendall.
Yes.
You, Anthony.
Patrick Mahomes Jr. Absolutely.
Henry.
Aaron Rodgers.
Henry.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Dakota Prescott.
Dakota Prescott. All right,
AKA Dak. If you don't know who he is.
now that's the way to stay
You
on
said
court.
Dak? Dak who?
Dakota Prescott with the capital P.
All right, man, what's the next question,
He's
man?
an honorable mention.
Yeah, he's honorable.
What's the next question, man?
Mhm.
Let's try to keep it on the day's game. Let's keep it on the day's game.
Guys, I have to go. I'll see you.
All right, here.
Take it easy, brother.
All right now.
Don't take no wooden nickels.
The next thing I'm talking about is injuries in the NFL. Now, there's been getting a lot of injuries coming up. We're getting a lot of injuries.
I don't even think about the 49ers.
Man, that's had an ACL.
The 49ers had a big injury. Atlanta had a big injury. Even Kansas City, Worthy. He must have showed up some. I'm thinking about the Rams. If the Rams have a big injury, do you think they're in trouble? Especially with the offensive line.
First of all, because if they don't have one, we got to go with the fact that they're doing good. See, we could talk about guys like the 49ers. I think it was 10 guys on the team with injuries.
Right
now, that's what you talk about with injuries.
Right now.
You know, right now the Rams look great. They don't have any injuries. But talk about the 49ers who's loaded with injuries. You know, I don't see how they're going to be half as good as they were last year.
Really, they got 10 guys already in practice already?
They lost their main receiver already. He's out for the year.
a lot of them are not season injuries, but a lot of them are season beginners, and you need them then too.
Wow.
A lot of them ain't gonna be playing from the start. I was looking at the list and I just went, forget it.
Yeah, you need them in the beginning.
Wow, that's crazy.
Sure.
Walker for
Now, we
Atlanta.
know
Their
if the
number
Rams,
one defensive man just went down for a
well,
year.
if the Rams get some injuries, we all could say that, it could push them aside, especially on the defense side, because they ain't been able to win it with just the offense. We saw that with our own eyes. So, defense hurts everybody. I don't care how good a team you are, you could be hurt with defense.
That's what you say.
I'm talking about as far as injury goes.
Yeah, well, every defense got an injury. Somebody on there.
Yeah, well, right now the Rams look about the strongest team in the league, don't they?
Yeah, but you know what? With the Rams, with
The
them,
Ravens got a strong team too.
if
The
Donald do
Ravens.
come back, yeah, Ravens. But if Donald do come back, they should have
It's
a
hands
heck of a
down.
bench. They should have a heck of a bench because it's guys that would have been there playing if he hadn't came back. You know what I mean? And he coming in and moving somebody out that spot.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, oh yeah, rightfully so. But I'm saying that should make it in case somebody get hurt. You know what I mean?
So what you want to say on that, Kendall?
Well, you say about the Rams, the injuries. They all have to play the game. I think the biggest injury is the injury to the 49ers coach being in that car accident. I think that's going to affect that team.
He was in a car accident?
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
man, it really hurt.
Because I just think that if you're on a football team, you make the NFL, you get hurt, next man up. No excuse. That's the way you got to think about it.
Well, I didn't know that.
But I think a few teams lost games with the next man up.
They have.
You can think about it like that, but that ain't a winning combination.
Yeah, the reason he done let you man up.
Yeah, if your starting quarterback go out, that's just not the next man up. You ain't got another man.
Right.
Well, Drew Bledsoe got hurt, and Tom Brady came up, got his shot. And Drew Bledsoe at the time had more yards than any quarterback that played in the NFL up to that time. And it was a big hit in the Jets. He got hit. Tom Brady showed up, never got his job back. My man Joe Theismann got hurt, and who came up? Was it Mark Rypien or who came up right after that? They ended up winning the Super Bowl shortly after. Joe.
Bledsoe is a very unlucky guy. He lost his job 2 times the same way.
Yeah.
He lost it to Brady in New England, and when he came to Dallas, he got hurt and lost it to Romo.
Yeah.
Same way.
Oh man! Speaking of Romo, what was he doing drinking and driving?
Oh yeah.
Romo, how come these guys can't get somebody to give them a ride when they get drunk?
They got Uber.
You know what I mean? He get caught drunk and driving. They can make him walk the thing. Oh, come on, Romo.
He was telling one cop, man, I got a game in the morning. Put the handcuffs right on him as soon as he said that.
Because he had too many drinks.
Yeah.
Commentator, isn't he?
Yeah, they suspended him.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. Yeah, they suspended. Now, was all that? He got suspended and everything just because he wanted to drink and drive. Was that worth it? Come on.
Yeah, but like you said, them guys got all kind of money, man. Make one phone call.
Yeah, don't you got a friend or something?
They got Uber guys looking for to take him home.
I know. We're your friends,
Because Larry had to take off, I see. Henry.
Yep.
You got a topic for us?
Yeah.
I know you got a couple.
Well, one football question is just a yes or no. Is it really the Rams? Do you guys expect them to at least win 14 games out of 17 in the regular season? What do you guys think?
All depends on the schedule. It's hard to say because they have a tough schedule, man.
Yeah, but if they got the team, if they got what Henry's saying, if they got the team that everybody said they got, it shouldn't matter who they play.
Right. I mean, you already got them as a championship team, so why not win 14?
Exactly.
Don't be up at the Denver Broncos or you got
No, but they who you picking?
According to these guys,
no, but I'm saying if they play,
they won't win.
I'm saying if they play Seattle, who you picking?
You might go to Seattle.
Or you might.
not today.
I'm telling the game, right?
Saturday was still a
Hey,
chance.
hey, Henry,
Your
my,
name
my,
is Ken.
my answer is yes.
Yeah,
I see those guys.
because we're only giving them three losses in the regular season
I see them doing it. I see them doing it.
for a
If that
powerhouse
team is
team
that,
like
I don't
that.
see why not.
All right, Kendall's a football guy. Go ahead, Kendall.
I think they have the potential of. I'm just trying to think. I'm just like I'm going in the NFC. I'm thinking Detroit's going to want to bounce back. I'm thinking Seattle. I'm thinking those are the two teams I think are going to have a little bit of problem with. Maybe a one up and one down. I think if yeah with that team, yeah, I think they can go 14-3. Absolutely, I think so. I think yeah. What they have on paper on both sides of the ball, yeah, I think so. What about you, Henry?
Absolutely. If with the team that they got, I'm expecting to only lose 2 games in the regular season. But we'll
And I'm
see.
trying to think who those two be. Seattle, maybe. Who else? I mean, I'm just thinking. I mean, because I think he's coming back. I really do. I see him working out. I think having Miles on that team, Miles Garrett on that team, I think he can't resist coming back.
What all them guys? Oh, I didn't even realize they got knocked off.
Yeah, well, we're here, sports talk on
Yeah.
WJRG. You know.
So you know, and the other question, as the 76ers,
Yeah,
do you think they can win 60 games this year?
I think 76 is
Regular
going to have
season
to
games.
try to win 60 and 22. That sounds just about right
Yeah, they should.
with LeBron James on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Brown. Absolutely.
The Sixers, they're going to need the home court advantage in the playoffs, man. I mean, because the Knicks going to be there too now. The Knicks going to get
Absolutely.
The Boston going to go down. Really too much. Not the Miami Heat with Giannis. I'm not too sure about
They ain't
them.
going nowhere.
Right. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
About
The question was, Jerry, do you guys think that the 76ers can win 60 games this year? Regular season.
I think they can.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's not a lot of games. And they play 82 games. So
Yeah, I think
they go
I
60
think they
and
can.
22. Yeah,
With that lineup, but like you said, Henry, it all depends on health.
Right.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, but with a team like that, they don't even necessarily need Embiid.
Yeah, they can win a few without Embiid.
Right.
I'm hoping that they give Embiid that timeout. Use them off. What was that they called?
Game management.
Game management. I'm hoping that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
With a team like that, and I would pick up Ben Simmons, like I was saying earlier.
Who?
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, pick him up and put him right in the dunk.
I will play him as center.
Yeah, at halftime, put him in the center of the court. Let him play the drums.
I don't know. Ben Simmons' head has never been in the game. When Ben Simmons came to college at LSU, he didn't even want to go to class. That's why he was declared ineligible to be on the All-American team. He knew he was going to be first. He did just enough. And he's been that way all the way.
My son was telling me that they're supposed to try to get DeRozan, I believe. The guy played with the Rondo.
Well, they need DeRozan
He's a good man to come off the bench.
What they need DeRozan for? They don't need DeRozan. They're gonna need somebody to help with Embiid. That's why I heard
DeRozan is good to come off the bench.
he's good to come off the bench, but they don't really need him at this point. They need to worry about a backup center because we all agree that Ben Simmons gonna be the first one to get hurt.
They put the boy from the Knicks, the center. He overfilled
Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson, he went to Boston.
Well,
Was it here Porto or something like that?
Well, look, they
Remember the boy that they brought in when he came in when they wanted to play Hacker Mitch, the Knicks backup center. Here Porto.
Yeah.
You talking about Andre Drummond?
No, Andre Drummond just got there. Here Porto.
He went with the Knicks.
He looked like he might be Jamaican. He went to Philly. He signed with Philly. He left the Knicks.
Yeah,
He's 7'2".
Yeah, well.
But down at DeRozan, he's a good scorer. The backup Jalen Brown or somebody.
That's great, but first thing I would try to concentrate on what I really need. And I think they need a backup center more than they're gonna need that. That's all I'm saying. Yes,
I agree with you, Donald.
But look at the areas that everybody already saying you're gonna be hurt at.
Right.
Everybody already saying there'll be some. If you're gonna sit and be down like I'm saying, if you're gonna give them that time off, you're gonna need somebody to fill in that's decent enough.
That's right.
Personally, I really think he's gonna have a good year this year because LeBron LeBron gonna take him in. You know, I mean, what training?
Yeah, but
whatever.
the impact that LeBron gonna bring to that team,
I think
people
he'll have
don't
a good year.
realize.
I think
People
he'll have a
don't
good year.
realize that.
Because he had a good year. Well,
Yeah.
he was MVP one year. I think just the presence of LeBron, right? Because I think Embiid is just lazy too. On top of that, okay. I mean,
Me too.
You know, he had that drive. Like they said, Charles Barkley was like that. As Michael told Scotty, you know, don't play with Charles because Charles is lazy. Some play, even Shaq was lazy. Kendall. I mean, he
Yeah.
didn't like Joe Embiid, but he was lazy out there.
Yeah.
He was a police officer and all
Shaq
that.
said that.
He want to practice free throws and stuff like that. I think Joe Embiid is more like that.
What's the boy name that used to play for Portland? He's pretty good. See, and they got him on Philly too. So that means that they don't need DeRozan as bad as they need a big man.
Okay.
And this guy was pretty good till he got a few injuries for Portland.
And they got KCP. They picked him up.
No, he's a small forward, same position DeRozan played.
Okay.
That's why I said they got him. They don't necessarily need DeRozan.
You don't need
but
him.
they definitely need a big man.
They don't need him, but he's a good scorer. I mean, he's like Paul George. Yeah. But just come off the bench. Just come off the bench. Because Philly, they're going to get a roster around LeBron. And they're going to need shooters too. Because LeBron James always has shooters that was around him. So he can, those guys, when they double team, somebody's always open. So LeBron always got shooters that always played in their spot.
Yeah, but I think because Philly picked up KCP, he won two championships. He played defense and he can shoot too. So I don't think they need the role.
Did you sign with them?
You signed with
KPP, I know they were talking about it.
Yeah, they signed him.
They signed him?
They don't need the roles in there.
They signing everybody.
They don't need the roles.
They done turned into the Dodgers.
That's what you do when you're stacking a team, but I hope they don't overstack it too. You always got to watch out for that. We've seen that happen plenty of times. Anyway.
Well, LeBron gonna need players that can come in and because they want to win now. They don't want to win
next year.
They want to win now. So
they got a tough squad though, man.
Yeah.
They can make some noise. Like I said, if they put them on management, because like I said, they don't need them as much. They don't need them to go all out early. If they can hold up and stay in there and bring them back for the playoffs.
Even if you only play 30 minutes a game.
Right.
Okay, 30 minutes a game, every game.
Right.
We don't need you to play for the whole 48 minutes. If we gave them 30 minutes a game, a good quality 30 minutes, they'll be good. So 50 minutes in the first half, 50 minutes in the second half, down the stretch, the Philly can be all right.
And then I will also have some doctors over there giving them massages.
Oh, yeah.
Keep those legs going, give them massage those knees. Keep them up, boy. Yeah.
Do what you got to do. But Henny, to answer your question, I think Philly can win 60 games. Yeah. I can see why not.
All right, let me tell my wife that I know she's watching, and we was on football with Pat Mahomes and all that, and I see what you're saying. He's still recovering from injuries, and we don't know where he's gonna stand for this season. So we'll see what's up.
Yeah, but they say he look good.
And they said he's fully recovered.
Yeah, they say he's fully recovered.
What's up? And she said everyone pays taxes. Well, according to some places, you don't have to pay your taxes.
It's no different than paying taxes, paying state taxes.
Yeah, no state taxes.
You still got to pay federal taxes.
You got to pay taxes. Yeah.
Everybody pay federal,
yeah,
but everybody don't pay state taxes.
Yeah,
right.
So
like Texas don't have no state tax.
Florida don't have none either.
Right. So now she
That make
understand.
a big difference in that money, boy.
Understand? Because if we didn't have to pay Connecticut taxes, we'd be happy.
Right. Exactly. And lower whacker stuff.
In Florida, we don't pay no car taxes either.
Yeah, no
You get your car registered.
Yeah, you buy a new car,
Wow.
you like $4,000-5,000 a year on tax. Mm-hmm. Good car costs you what, $70,000-80,000 now.
Oh man, easy.
And that's with nothing in it.
Easy.
All right, 7 o'clock. You guys got any more topics? If not, we'll ask you, Kevin, to close it out in prayer. You got another topic now?
Well, we missed out on a couple of things. Wrestling was pretty good this weekend too, man.
Okay.
And they retired. What's his name? The big guy. Anyway, a couple of good wrestlers retired, and they turned the reign over. You guys didn't see no wrestling this weekend?
No, not until SummerSlam.
We can talk basketball and baseball. Wrestling is still big as I don't know what. The place was packed.
Yeah.
doing it up. And I also watched a little baseball this week too. Who was that? The Yankees was looking pretty good, and who were they playing? And they got the tied up, but then all of a sudden they got blowed out in the end, 11-7.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of highlights.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Dodgers gonna win it all.
Yeah, and you know, is the Dodgers stacking or what?
Yeah, because they picked up
Yeah.
Tariq Scoble today. He's a 2-time Cy One, and he's starting tonight.
All right, so are we all, Kendall, are you on the Dodgers bandwagon?
No, nah, but they got a big payroll. I was a Yankee fan.
All right, so you're going down with the ship this year.
Yeah, I go down.
All right, so that's all I wanted to just bring up a little bit. I couldn't remember all the wrestlers' names that I watched this weekend.
Ain't into that route.
Kendall, give us the closing prayer.
Yeah, Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you, Father, for being a part of WJRG, Jerry R. Green, who will be inducted into Lehigh's Hall of Fame for his human services. Praise God in Jesus' name. This is just part of the vision that God has placed in his life. So, Heavenly Father, I thank you for KMI Television. We thank you, Father, for your grace, for your mercy, for your kindness, and just for your foresight to allow us to do something we love and glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, my brothers.
All
I'll
right,
talk
so
to you guys later.
hopefully most of us here be on Friday night. We do this again.
That's all.
It's Friday.